made the original GT40 decision because we wanted to go racing in Europe to beat the Europeans, especially Ferrari.
The iconic 1-2-3 finish at Le Mans was, perhaps of all the great moments, that was probably the defining moment in Ford's race history.
There's something about Le Mans, it's just different, Everyone's focused on this one race. It's the most prestigious endurance race in the world. Winning there was a big deal, and the pressure is pretty intense.
There have been so many careers made, both as manufacturer and as team owners and as mechanics and as drivers at Le Mans. It really is the pinnacle in many ways of global racing. And I think we've got a good team together, but we'll see. I mean, it's so unknown. New drivers and new car. I mean, that's tough to come together. It's gonna be cool though.
Early on, it was challenging to get everybody to see what this was all about. We definitely have, a lot of pressure to make sure that we deliver.
Ford went to Le Mans for the first time in 1964. It took until their third year, 66, before they actually won it. I want to go on record here that, history says it took 3 years. We're going this year, first year in the 50th anniversary, with a very high expectation. I'm very confident that we have the tools to do it, but you'd be an absolutely arrogant idiot to sit here and say you're going to win Le Mans, because it's a tough race, and it can be very nasty.
Now on board the 66 from Ford, running third right now, Dirk Mueller. And, a lot of people were surprised to see some of the problems that they had at the Rolex 24. I don't think we were. Brand new car, first race, what they really want. The prize that they want is Le Mans coming up in June.
Through these first few races, maybe we get our bad luck out of the way.
Yeah, we're seeing that 66 car that's been through the wars a little bit here today.
Problems, it looked like, for both of these Ford GTs.
I think we've been building momentum since Daytona. We've been working on getting everything synced together. Getting the whole team, getting the car ready to be durable and run. We want to show up at the track, not have a lot of the extracurricular activity, and just go race.
With every race, we continue to improve and get better and get faster and get more reliable. And coming into Laguna, I think everybody felt positive and cautiously optimistic about the weekend.
Now see the second of the four GTs, Richard Westbrook down to the inside, into the hairpin. What a move. What a story this is as they head into the month of June and Le Mans.
And he heads into the final turn. And here it is, the first win, the Ford GT at Monterey. Today, Cal, it came together.
Not only was it the first, obviously, win for the GT, but it was the biggest morale boost, I think, that you could have had in a team that has been working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, giving everything they got. And what a validation of what's been going on.
Ford has just as much talent as any other car company in the world. This is why they get up in the morning. And this is an opportunity to say, hey, we can do anything anybody else can, and we're coming and we want to win. So it's exciting.
Two Fords getting ready for the big one.
This is more like the cars we were expecting to see from Ford at the beginning of the season. These are the Fords we've been looking for.
Everyone's ready, but then the actual race happens and things you just can't predict. It's racing, and everyone knows in racing, things go wrong.
The best racer in the world loses more races than he wins. You have to have a mentality of, if you lose, you don't dwell on losing, you dwell on why did you lose and how are you going to fix that for the next race.
I'm incredibly honored to be going to the Le Mans race this year. I hope we use Le Mans to make some further history.
That story of '66 and Ford is something as an American racer that I feel a strong connection to. It's a very emotional commitment to return to Le Mans 50 years later.
This whole thing is about going back to Le Mans. We're going to go back and we're going to give it hell. We're going to see what we can do.